So hi again. Now, as Marcelo mentioned, we are going to briefly summarize the 4 sessions given yesterday and this morning, providing some highlights and recommendations as takeaways that can help you to reflect about what are the key implications of designing inclusive and high-quality digital learning, taking into account trends, tools, and competencies needed for transformation of higher education. As we remarked in the welcoming session of the first training block in November, we would like to emphasize that these webinars, while addressing key aspects of digital transformations, are only an initial step to introduce and raise the awareness about what a digital transformation entails. There won't be enough time to dive deeply into each of the topics covered and to provide more examples within these few hours given through the sessions. But this is why a guidebook will also provide it, featuring best practices, implementation cases, and references that will further complement this initial approach to digital transformation in higher education. So we hope that at the very least, we have been able to contribute to establishing a foundation or initial level in defining the digital transformation you wish to implement in your institutions. Because we think that before initiating any transformation, it is essential to understand what entails from different perspectives, and we hope we have achieved that with these sessions. So let's go to start giving 3 highlights for the session about learning design models. As a general remark, first, we can say that learning design models provide essential frameworks for creating effective and inclusive educational experiences. So in this sense, as we've seen yesterday, structural models like ARI and TPAC ensure alignment between learning outcomes, content, and assessment, maximizing student engagement and achievement. On the other hand, another highlight is that digital technology-focused models such as TPAC and SAM elevate teaching practices by seamlessly integrating digital tools, enabling transformative uses of technology that go beyond mere substitution. And finally, we would also like to highlight that universal design for learning is an interesting model that fosters inclusivity, accommodating diverse learning needs and preferences through flexible and accessible approaches. So let me say as a final conclusion of these sessions that together, all these models presented yesterday in the first session empower educators to design impactful, innovative, and equitable learning environment. Now let's give 3 highlights about the session of digital teaching and learning transformation. As a general remark here, we can say that digital teaching and learning transformation is reshaping education when prioritizing flexibility, engagement, and alignment with learning objectives. So we can give you also another highlight that, for example, formative assessment paired with timely and actionable feedback ensures continuous improvement and alignment with learning goals, significantly enhancing student outcomes. And finally, on the other hand, another highlight is active teaching and learning methods that, supported by digital tools, promote critical thinking, collaboration, and deeper engagement among learners. And finally, we can conclude that personalized learning through adaptive digital tools empowers diverse students to navigate tailored pathways, promoting their autonomy and self-regulation, and creating a more impactful and inclusive learning experiences. So now let's give 3 highlights more about the session about trends in technology-enhanced learning. So related to this session, and as a general remark, we can say that trends in technology-enhanced learning are driving continuous innovation in education, transforming teaching practices and boosting student outcomes. In this sense, emerging educational technologies foster engagement and improve learning experiences, enabling new dynamic approaches to instruction. Also, another highlight is artificial intelligence that plays a pivotal role personalizing learning, automating administrative tasks, and providing data-driven insights to refine teaching strategies. And finally, the last highlight, it's about micro-credentials programs because this allows to reshape educational offering more flexible or career-oriented pathways that align with both students' aspiration and industry needs, bridging the gap between education and professional success. And the last three highlights, referring to the last session just finished a few minutes ago about quality in online learning courses, we can highlight that quality in online learning courses is grounded in established frameworks and standards, as you have seen. So ensuring in this sense that excellence and adaptability in diverse educational contexts is needed. We also can highlight that global frameworks provide a strong foundation while tailoring them to local needs enhance relevance and its applicability. On the other hand, we have also this highlight about key elements such as learning effectiveness and student satisfaction that define quality and should guide course design to meet learners' expectations. So, and finally, recognize quality assurance model act as a benchmark for designing and evaluating courses, helping institutions to achieve and maintain international standards of excellence in online and hybrid education. And now I will give the floor to my colleague Marcelo, who will present some recommendations also related to each session.
Thank you very much, Lourdes. I will start saying that recommendations are an action plan for you. So I will encourage you to start developing it, a personal one, and negotiate it with others. So I hope this will inspire you in making a reality this digital transformation institution from your own approach as teacher and stakeholders in this change. So regarding the first webinar of yesterday, learning design models, we should recommend to adopt active learning strategies to encourage students to engage with materials and discussions, collaborations, and problem-solving activities in both online, fully online, or hybrid learning. Engagement is very, very important and is crucial in terms of reducing dropout and increase learning outcomes. The other one is related to ensure that core material and assessment are designed with accessibility in mind. We provided a lot of clues regarding universal design for learning to support diverse range of learner and learning styles. I don't know if you can't or cannot imagine, but the pleasure we have in graduations when we see people with different capacities coming here and thanking all of us for letting them succeed in their studies, regardless their different capacities. It's a very emotional moment, and really is an award we have in this sense. And the other one is about use AI as an assistant in learning design. We explained multiple options yesterday based on the ADDIE model to save more time on routinely tasks that we can automate and focus on the creative, inclusive, and pedagogical aspects of a learning experience, improve our courses. Regarding the second webinar on digital teaching and learning transformation, first recommendation would be emphasize the adoption of competency-based learning, designed to align with real world skills and expectations and enhancing student engagement. Always the idea of engagement is important, and we provoke that with different strategies. The second one is about ensuring constructing alignment by integrating teaching activities, outcome and assessment, and feedback to enhance learning effectiveness. The third that is about implementing various types of activities. We showed a list yesterday where you can choose from and principles that can be applied in activity sequences. promoting active teaching methodologies to create dynamic and interactive learning environment that promotes student participation. In terms of the first webinar today on trends on technology enhanced learning, we invite you to continuously innovate and adapt teaching practices by staying informed of the emerging trends in education and technology. We mentioned some references worldwide that are authoritative and can help you see that. You can check the Innovation Pedagogy series. You can check the Horizon report on. We can go to our blog on Innotetech that I suggested to use AI to translate, that we are monitoring yearly what is happening in terms of trends in digital education. A second recommendation is about fostering digital literacy by teaching students to use digital tools. This is part, in our context, European, specific European one, of the digital competence framework, that there's a whole set of competencies related not only to our, as teacher, development of digital literacy, but also the digital competence of our students. So help them to use tools and evaluate online information critically, extremely important at this time, even what is circulating in social networks, and maintain this digital etiquette, the idea of being attentive to their digital identity and how they project themselves. Third one will be about reflect on your teaching methods and student outcomes. Put them together. How is it working? Using technology tools to help you in this analysis, like data analytics or digital feedback that we can ask from our students. And moving to the last one about the quality that we just talked about a few minutes ago. Remember to actively involve the student, faculty, administrative staff in the quality assurance process to gather the diverse perspective. This is very helpful also, particular students. I know many institutions have already installed these surveys that are distributed, for example, to students in particular, but you can also provoke other kind of data collection through interviews, for example. And implement a cycle of ongoing evaluation and feedback to continually refine courses. Don't think that your course worked well this semester, so it will work perfectly in the next 3-4 years. No, we need to monitor that continuously, adapting to emerging trends and technological advancement, improving our courses. And the third one that I insisted a lot is adapting quality instrument that we gave you some examples to the local context by considering all these standards and indications and how they are relevant to your own institution, mission, vision, and your own courses in itself. So this is the last recommendation. There are a lot. It's a whole enterprise. I know. Don't do it alone. And Lourdes, we are now ending this second blog and ending the 2 blogs that starting 1 month ago. And what I have to say now is that thank you for being there, and hope that
Marcelo,
the resources
just finally, we would like to express our gratitude for your participation and the debate that has emerged from your questions, very interesting questions that shows your concerns that are also our concerns. And we sincerely wish you much success in your digital transformation proposals. We hope to meet again, I don't know, in another activity in the future around the world. So let me say just so thanks a lot, and see you soon.